Here's a little-known fact that Pepsi may not want you to know. Initially, Pepsi began as an imitation of Coca-Cola. In fact, they attempted to sell their company to Coca-Cola 3 times, only to be rejected each time. This led to significant struggles for Pepsi, including 2 separate bankruptcies. However, in a remarkable turn of events, PepsiCo now boasts an annual revenue of approximately $80 billion, surpassing that of the Coca-Cola company by more than double. Pepsi has transformed from a mere beverage company to a colossal empire, encompassing an extensive array of food and beverage brands such as Lay's, Gatorade, Cheetos, Aquafina, Tropicana, Quaker Oats, Mountain Dew, and Doritos. Over time, PepsiCo expanded its reach by acquiring major fast food chains like KFC and Pizza Hut, and even ventured into unprecedented territories like negotiating a deal to purchase a significant fleet of Navy warships. The journey from bankruptcy to global dominance is a testament to Pepsi's strategic evolution and relentless pursuit of growth. Despite controversies and challenges along the way, PepsiCo's ascent underscores its remarkable resilience and adaptability in the ever-changing landscape of the consumer market. Welcome to the remarkable and sometimes tumultuous history of Pepsi. The story begins with Caleb D. Bradham, born in 1867, raised in a small farming town in North Carolina. Despite financial struggles, Caleb's family was affluent, affording him a quality education. He pursued studies in medicine at the University of North Carolina but faced setbacks due to his family's financial troubles. Forced to abandon his medical aspirations, Caleb returned to his hometown, where he provided medical advice and taught locally to support himself. Driven by ambition, Caleb saved diligently, enabling him to return to college within 2 years. This time, he redirected his focus and graduated as a pharmacist in 1892 at the age of 25. With newfound knowledge and determination, Caleb seized the opportunity to establish the Bradham Pharmacy in New Bern, North Carolina. In this endeavor, Caleb combined his medical expertise with his pharmaceutical skills, creating a space that served both the healthcare needs and social fabric of the community. Little did he know that this humble beginning would lay the foundation for a pioneering journey into the world of beverages, ultimately leading to the birth of a global brand. In the late 19th century, drugstores served as bustling social hubs where patrons gathered to enjoy soda concoctions made with carbonated water and a variety of flavored syrups. Caleb, a sociable individual, capitalized on this environment when he opened his pharmacy, quickly befriending nearly every resident in town. In 1898, he introduced Brad's Drink, a cola beverage that gained popularity within the local community. Recognizing its potential, he rebranded it as Pepsi Cola the following year. By 1903, Caleb had founded the Pepsi Cola Company, shifting from serving kegs of syrup exclusively at his pharmacy to supplying other soda fountains as well. The demand for Pepsi surged, leading to rapid sales growth, and by 1915, the company's assets surpassed the $1 million mark. However, the outbreak of World War I posed significant challenges. The war disrupted supply chains and led to a sharp increase in the price of sugar, a key ingredient in Pepsi's syrup. Despite these obstacles, Caleb's innovative spirit and resilience laid the foundation for Pepsi's enduring success in the face of adversity. The surge in sugar prices and the redirection of factories towards wartime production dealt a blow to Pepsi's operations. In 1920, amidst financial struggles exacerbated by these factors, Pepsi filed for bankruptcy. Despite subsequent ownership changes and unsuccessful attempts to sell to Coca-Cola, Pepsi found itself bankrupt again in 1931. However, a glimmer of hope emerged when the Loft Candy Company stepped in as the new owner. Under their stewardship, Pepsi underwent a resurgence, returning to profitability. The Loft Candy Company's strategic management and revitalization efforts breathed new life into the Pepsi brand, marking a turnaround from its previous financial woes. This pivotal moment paved the way for Pepsi's trajectory toward becoming a major player in the beverage industry, setting the stage for its eventual rise to prominence in the global market. Pepsi's success stemmed from its emphasis on accessible pricing and bold advertising endeavors. Amidst World War II, the brand rebranded itself to embody patriotism, striking a chord with consumers. By 1950, Alfred Steele assumed the role of CEO, ushering in an era of glamorous advertising campaigns that prominently featured celebrities such as Joan Crawford, Under Steele's guidance, Pepsi experienced a meteoric rise in sales, culminating in a staggering $11.5 million in revenue by 1958. This period marked a significant turning point for Pepsi, as its innovative marketing strategies and celebrity endorsements helped solidify its position in the beverage market. The combination of affordable prices and captivating advertisements not only captured the attention of consumers, but also propelled Pepsi to new heights of success, setting the stage for its continued growth and influence in the years to come. Don Kendall took over as CEO and expanded Pepsi's global presence, including entering the Soviet Union market in 1959. Despite challenges, Pepsi continued to innovate, merging with Frito-Lay in 1965 to form PepsiCo, a conglomerate with combined sales of over $1 billion within 5 years. PepsiCo expanded into various industries, including acquiring restaurant chains like Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC. However, some ventures, like acquiring fast food restaurants, proved challenging and were eventually spun off into separate companies. PepsiCo's success was not without controversy, including marketing disasters like the Pepsi Number Fever contest in the Philippines, where a glitch led to riots and fatalities. Despite such setbacks, PepsiCo's marketing campaigns, like the Pepsi Challenge, have been iconic in the ongoing cola wars with Coca-Cola. However, Coca-Cola's brand loyalty has remained strong, cementing its position as the top soft drink company globally. The ongoing rivalry between Coca-Cola and Pepsi is often known as the Cola Wars. Over the years, the two companies never held back from trying to knock one another down in their advertisements. They were the two biggest soft drink companies in the world, but Pepsi was always in second place. However, in 1975, Pepsi very nearly won the war when they introduced the Pepsi Challenge. This was an experiment where they filmed random participants doing a blind taste test. 1 cup of Coca-Cola and 1 cup of Pepsi. People didn't know which was which, and were asked which one they preferred the taste of. On average, slightly more people chose Pepsi. So Pepsi began running massive ad campaigns, telling the world that in blind taste tests, people preferred Pepsi. At first, Coca-Cola strongly denied this, saying there was no way it could be true and that Pepsi had biased results. But after conducting their own blind taste tests, Coca-Cola got the same results. More people really did seem to prefer Pepsi slightly more when they couldn't see which drink was which. This revelation made Coca-Cola nervous. To counter this, they introduced a new formula, called New Coke, in 1985. This new formula did score better than Pepsi in blind taste tests. But this decision completely backfired on Coca-Cola. They received thousands of angry letters and phone calls from fans who wanted the original Coke taste back. People hated the fact that Coca-Cola had changed the recipe. Eventually, Coca-Cola was pressured into reverting back to Coca-Cola Classic. This move by Coca-Cola seemed to massively increase brand loyalty. People were so happy and thankful to have the original taste back after it had been taken away. Coca-Cola's brand remained strong, and people were no longer talking about the Pepsi Challenge. And if you want to know the real reason why Coca-Cola will always beat Pepsi's brand, then click this thumbnail now to find out the dark secret to Coke's success. I'll see you there in a second. Audience, don't forget to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel, Global Secrets, for more fascinating content. Thank you.